magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at what makes you drop dead gorgeous. So please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest, especially if I look at physical traits and features because everyone here watching looks different, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile. So for pile 1 we have this blue lace agate. And we have the card Feelings. For pile 2 we have fire agate. And we have the card Letting Go. And for pile number 3 we have rose quartz. And we have the card Positivity. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be a pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this blue lace agate crystal and the feelings card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you drop dead gorgeous. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest, especially when I talk about physical features. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. We're first going to go ahead and pull oracle cards, and then I'm going to take a look at the oracle cards you have. Kind of pick up on just the physical features mostly, and anything I can see from the oracle cards, and then after that we're going to pull some tarot cards for you. So I'm hearing a plane go by in the start of your reading. Are you someone that travels a lot? Maybe this is a specific message for someone here. Or are you someone that's had a lot of movement in your life in terms of who you are and how you've grown, because planes also represent that. So we're using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle first. So spirit guides of pile 1. What makes my pile number 1's drop dead gorgeous? We have magic. So this is my magical pile, and as soon as I pulled this card, it's like my crown chakra just opened up so much. I feel like you're very intuitive, very connected to those realms. It's kind of like you're flowing, swimming in the cosmos all the time here on Earth, if that makes sense. And yeah, I just feel that energy from you strongly. At the back of the deck, we have Contemplation. So now let's pull some other oracle cards. So now we're going to be using the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. May I please look into what makes my pile number 1's drop dead gorgeous? We have Queen of Sheba with Secrets Revealed. And we have Mami Water with Naked. So this is card number 30. And card number 36. At the back of the deck we have Sekhmet with Wounded Healer, card number 15. So one thing I'm noticing here, you know, this is not a mermaid oracle. This has many different cards, variety of cards. So since you have a mermaid card coming out and it's not from the mermaid oracle deck, as well as the magic card, you know, you could consider yourself a mermaid or a siren, or you could just have that type of siren energy that draws or lures people in, or like this magical energy around you. Like I'm even feeling a fairy vibe from you. So I feel called to actually using my fairy tarot deck for you. because I feel like some of you will resonate with being mermaids, some of you will resonate with being fairies. So I'm actually going to use the fairy tarot on the side as oracle cards, the Victorian fairy tarot. But I'll see if I use it later on for your actual tarot reading. Just gonna put it here for now. And then we're going to use another oracle deck I have. So this is the Sacred Light Oracle. So Spirit Guides of my pile 1, may I please look into what makes my pile number 1's Drop Dead Gorgeous? We have Magical Alchemy, card number 23, with innovation, ingenuity, curiosity, and ahead of your time. What makes my pile number 1's Drop Dead Gorgeous? And then we have the Angelic Realms, card number 1, with a team effort, charity, validation, and patience. And then at the back of the deck, we have Light Body with independence brings comfort, past restrictions, and ancestral healing. So since we see her wearing a crown here, some of you could be so drop dead gorgeous that you have, you know, queen, king energy. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, I have a little bit of a cold, so excuse that. But yeah, you could have queen, king energy. You even have a queen card here. So I was actually looking at my Care Bear's mug right next to me. Your energy does remind me of a Care Bear. I don't know why. Very cute. Okay. So Spirit Guides of my pile number 1's. What makes my pile 1's Drop Dead Gorgeous? What makes my pile 1's? We have the 6 of Autumn, which is the 6 of Pentacles. So in the 6 of Pentacles, we see someone helping her sew her dress, I think. We have the Awakening card, which is the Justice card. Not Justice, Judgment, sorry. I'm noticing these daisies here. Someone here, I feel like I just heard someone's name here is Daisy. Like someone specific. If it's not, then it's okay. It's just for one specific person. What makes my pile 1's Drop Dead Gorgeous? We have the 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Summer, which is the 3 of Cups. So, yeah. I feel like with your energy, as I look at this 3 of Cups card, you know, we see them playing in this waterfall together, all these fairies, and they just look like they're having a lot of fun. Even this bird here looks so cute. So I feel like, you know, you could have this very playful side to you. Like I said, when I was tapping into your energy, it feels very much like you're a mermaid or a fairy swimming in the cosmos, or dancing around in the cosmos, fluttering around and having a lot of fun type of energy. At the back of the deck, we have the Star. So you are also a star that shines brightly. So what I feel from your energy, my pile number 1's. What makes you drop dead gorgeous? Some of you could have curly hair like these two models here in these cards. Some of you could have long flowy hair like this. Whereas there could be some men watching because we have 2 men here of all different ages. People of all different ages here. But I feel what I feel from your energy is there is this sort of type of pureness to you and the way you look in your physical energies. But also in terms of your soul, there is this angelic aura around you too. This kind of presence of you being so soft, so gentle, so pure. And I'm even looking at these unicorns here and it feels like you have this element of mysticalness around you. Like earlier I was seeing a vision of someone, you know, either like dragons or unicorns or something like that, or like fantasy movies, things like that, or just be very interested in it. And I feel that energy again, so that's something I see. Or some of you could have, you know, those magical animals as guides around you. I know some people have dragons as guides, some people have unicorns as guides. Take it as it resonates. Or you could just have this very angelic presence to you in the way that you look too. Like, you know how they say, someone looks like so beautiful, they look like they fell from heaven. Maybe you have that energy to you, my pile number 1. I feel since you chose the blue lace agate heart and the feelings card, you're probably someone that is a really big softie. Like, you feel things on a really big and deep level too, but those feelings and that emotional vulnerability you carry, it's like you kind of let people into your heart, and when you let people into your heart, it's this magical realm full of this cosmic fairy dust and cosmic love. Like, that's the feeling I get here, and I just feel like people are lucky to love you. People are lucky to share that emotional vulnerability with you. People are lucky to experience your presence, because I'm just looking at this 3 of Cups card, and this is how people feel in your presence with you. And since you're someone that feels things on such a deep level and is so comfortable with your feelings, that is also a beautiful aspect to your personality that your guides consider make you drop dead gorgeous. And that in turn creates a beautiful gift of divine love, a beautiful gift of being able to feel the full spectrum of life, the good, bad, and the ugly of life, because life sometimes has its challenges, its ups and downs, but if we feel the downs to its fullest level, we also feel the ups to its fullest level, if that makes sense. And if we shut off our feelings, we not only shut off the bad feelings, but we also shut off the good feelings. So I feel like you are very in touch with that. And that is the divine feminine energy of intuition, of feelings, of, because I'm even looking at this moon here, this Merlin is carrying. And the moon represents intuition too. So I feel like you have gifts of intuition, of healing, that come from you experiencing this so deeply. So one thing I've learned is when we feel things on a deep level, we actually connect to these spiritual realms. It's the energy of water, as we see here. It's the energy of the cosmos, space. Whereas that is the divine feminine energy. Whereas when we connect to the divine masculine energy, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Then we are connecting to the physical realm. So when we're connecting to our feelings, we're connecting to the spiritual realms. Therefore, you having very strong intuitive gifts and healing gifts too. And I feel like you just alchemize everything around you. I feel like when people are around you, they definitely feel the sense of a healing energy from you. And it's like you somehow just take away either things from people that are not meant to be there. I'm feeling like old soul vibes. Or you are not afraid to walk away from certain things that aren't serving you and healing yourself. That makes you drop dead gorgeous in your personality. And I'm looking here at these signs here. I just want to pick up this card for you. So we have silver here, copper. Do some of you like to wear jewelry that makes you drop dead gorgeous? I think this is Venus, if not mistaken. So some of you have a very Venusian energy, or you could look at your Venus sign In astrology, we have different signs in our birth chart, and these different signs with different planets tell us different things about ourselves. And the planets were basically where you were born in that moment, where the planets were, and that's how it affects you in your life. So you can look at your Venus sign and see what your Venus sign is. That could tell you a little bit about what makes you drop dead gorgeous, or you could have a Venusian energy to you where you are just so drop dead gorgeous that you attract people in. And Venus energy is a planet of beauty. It is a planet of love, of passion, of sensuality, of pleasure, but also of money. And you have the Queen of Sheba here. She was a very, very rich queen, very independent energy. So you could also be seen as luxurious to others in some way in terms of your energy. Even if you don't consider yourself rich, you could be seen as luxurious in some way, in the way that you dress or the way that you carry yourself. You could just look that way. And here I'm reading, it says sea, river, something, wood, tree, leaf. I think it's talking about different elements. I don't know why. Okay, it says here Mercury. So some of you with Mercury here. Mercury is the planet of communication. So some of you, what makes you drop dead gorgeous is your communication style, like the way you communicate to others. Okay. And then I'm not sure. I think this is Mercury. I'm not sure. And I think this is Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, you're always welcome to correct me in the comments. Because I'm not an astrologist. I just know the basics. But something about planets, something about astrology, if you like astrology, people could find that makes you drop dead gorgeous, you know, if people know you like astrology. That's for 1 or 2 people here. So I feel the message here is like mixed together with your physical appearance, but like what makes you drop dead gorgeous is your loyalty. It's this angelic presence you have, this magical presence you have. You have that energy that kind of just like lures people in, like a siren, or makes people kind of want to follow you as if you're a fairy fluttering around, and now they want to follow you into the forest and see who is this person over here. And I also feel there's this quite luxurious energy around you, maybe in the way that you dress or speak, like this classy type of energy you have. Yeah, that's what I feel here. But also very helpful energy too with the 6 of Pentacles. You're very helpful to people around you, and I guess people could see that as a quality or trait that makes you drop dead gorgeous. And it's like you reflect to people back their inner selves and reveal something about themselves to them. Because I feel like you're quite empathic as I look at this card, this awakening card, and you live in your truth and people can see that. And I guess that is a personality trait that makes you drop dead gorgeous. And I'm looking at the fireworks here. I feel like a lot of people have fun around you, even in this card. A lot of people find you fun to be around, find you a celebration to be around. And you're so patient, you're so kind. All those qualities and traits make you drop dead gorgeous. So I kind of feel like using the fairy deck for you. Some of you do have blonde hair because even at that back of the deck card we had blonde hair here. So maybe people find your blonde hair drop dead gorgeous if you do have. But for others of you, I feel like I'm seeing brown eyes. Like brown eyes that are so beautiful. So drop dead gorgeous. I'm seeing a voice, like people finding your voice drop dead gorgeous in the way you speak, the words you use. I'm seeing someone eat McDonald's and people find that drop dead gorgeous. Like the way you eat. I don't know. Even with this card, ahead of your time, you could have that type of Aquarius element to you where even if you're not an Aquarius, you could have that energy where you are very unique and innovative in the way that you look, in the way that you dress. Yeah, like a very unique energy in the way that you dress where people look at you and they're like, how did that person come up with that idea? Even if it's just not in the way you dress, even if it's like ideas you have for work and things like that, or creative ideas you have. It's like that ahead of your time energy. I don't know if you've ever listened to an artist and they make a song and it's so ahead of its time that they actually create a trend 10 years later, that trend is there. You know what I mean? I feel like you have that energy where you have that trendsetter energy where people see what you wear or people see the ideas you have or the way you do your hair, the way you do your makeup if you wear makeup or anything you do in general, and then they kind of take inspiration from it. You have Queen King energy here. And I'm seeing this energy of innocence, of fun, of hope, cheerfulness. And I'm seeing someone walk their dog. I don't know if that will resonate with someone here. If you like animals, we have the Magistrate, which is the Justice card. So you are very truthful and honest, and that's something people find drop dead gorgeous about you because it's a trait in your personality that people see. We have the Nine of Wands. So this card, we see this man analyzing a challenge or a problem. So I feel like you're very good at analyzing challenges or problems and coming up with solutions to them, coming up with truths to them. And since we see this whole Justice card showing someone actually in law, someone here could be in law. We have the Conjurer, which is the Magician. There is a whole lot of magic around you. It seems. Okay, we have the Queen of Autumn, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, if you're coming up as Queen of Pentacles, like I said, you have this luxurious energy to you. Do some of you have brown hair like this? And you know what I was seeing? This card reminds me of Belle. I was seeing a vision of Belle, but then I forgot. I don't know, sometimes while I'm channeling, I just get a message and then I forget. And now it kind of looks like Belle here, so that's a synchronicity from spirits because I was seeing like Belle read a book and, you know, the Princess Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So I feel like some of you maybe have an energy like Belle where you're very smart, where you're kind of headstrong and you want to do things your own way, very independent. That's the energy she gave me, but she was also very sweet and soft at the same time. And I'm just looking at this queen over here, you know, be so friendly with this little animal. So I feel like you also have that element to you of loving animals, and that's something people find drop dead gorgeous about you. And I'm looking at her yellow dress here. You give me an energy of sunflower, like spreading joy everywhere. We have the Six of Winter, which is the Six of Swords. So I think this card talks about transition, and I'm hearing the word transformation. And the funny thing is they are not swimming, they're sailing away on the swan. And swans represent purity, gentleness, that type of devotion. I feel like you have that energy to you. Someone here has a voice that sounds like a melody, like you have a beautiful singing voice and that makes you drop dead gorgeous. We have the Eight of Winter, which is the Eight of Swords. And this is kind of like giving me the vibe with the Justice card, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about stuckness, and we see these fairies wrapping a string around her. She wants to bring food to someone, but she can't because they're wrapping a string around her. So I feel like you have an energy to you where you're able to see what makes people feel stuck in their day-to-day lives. Give them some sort of truth that helps them create a different scenario or outcome. We have the Herald of Summer, which is the Page of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you do have Page of Cups energy, which is kind of just like very playful energy to me. But Page of Cups can also be, it kind of, I don't know why it's reminding me of Neptune energy. Neptune energy is very much the planet of dreams, that ethereal type of nature. I don't know if someone here has a very Neptunian energy, which is basically you just give off that very spiritual, cosmic energy, but also playful at the same time. It's like you don't take life too seriously, is what I feel from you. Then we have the Knight of Cups. I saw someone here going or dressing up in Halloween in October as Catwoman and like people finding you very sexy. I don't know if someone here thought of that. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. It's probably for one person here. And then we're ending off your reading with the Star card. So if that message of Halloween didn't resonate, if someone here, or if people here watching do celebrate Halloween and you were thinking of dressing up as something specific to you that you think you would look really drop dead gorgeous in, maybe that's a sign that you will shine with the Star card. I don't know, just a message for a few people here. But what I feel with the Star, ending off your reading, I feel you are someone that shines brightly, my pile number ones, and I think it's not just your physical beauty or attractiveness. You do have a lot of physical beauty and attractiveness, but it's also the energies of your personality, your soul mixed together. These are all the qualities that make you shine, that make you drop dead gorgeous. So believe how much you shine, see how much you shine, and show up in the world owning that, okay? So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Fire Agate Crystal and the Letting Go card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you drop dead gorgeous. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. We're first going to take a look at your oracle cards, and then after that, we're going to pull some tarot cards for you. So let's just see what shows up for you. So I feel like your throat chakra is opening up. I'm feeling your energy as I tap in, and I feel your throat chakra opening up like you may have in the past. This is not going to resonate for everyone I hear, just take it as it resonates. You may have in the past, been someone that was very scared to speak your truth or very scared to speak up for yourself and maybe speak your needs, speak your boundaries, speak about things that hurt you, speak about things that made you uncomfortable, as well as I'm hearing for some of you, maybe even not just boundaries, maybe it's even just speaking about who you are, the things you like, letting go of that kind of mask we wear in a society to fit in, and allowing ourselves, our true selves, to come through in our voice. And I feel that opening up right now. I feel that energy healing right now. And I feel from now till the future, there's something about you speaking your truth and people finding that drop dead gorgeous. Because with the red you chose, I felt like using red, this fire agate for you. And I feel this energy of you coming into your power, dragon energy. I'm seeing a dragon breathe fire. And it's like you're becoming that dragon. You're becoming someone empowered in who you are. And I feel like that's something people are finding drop dead gorgeous right now, as well as in the future. So for my pile number 2s, please, spirit guides of my pile 2s, may I please look into what about them is drop dead gorgeous. We have go with the flow. See, I feel like you're very peaceful souls on a huge level, but what you're going through now, it's like you're patiently going through this where you're healing, you're letting go of certain ideas about self that aren't necessarily true. It's kind of like I'm seeing a puzzle piece, right? And you are this puzzle piece, but you're letting go of certain puzzle pieces that don't fit the picture of ourselves we want to create. And I feel like ego death energy. I know people talk a lot about ego death here, like it's over talked about sometimes, but I really feel this energy. I won't just say something if I don't feel it. So I feel like you're letting go of certain aspects of self that no longer resonate with who you want to be, the full spectrum of who you want to be, the picture of who you want to create yourself to be. And you're patiently flowing and adding new things about self that you want to add. And I feel like, you're still your kind, gentle, serene self, peaceful self, but you are just adding more elements to self where you own your power, where you are becoming more confident in who you are. And I see this kind of cleansing of the soul, a healing of the soul. Your energy reminds me of Psyche, the goddess of the soul. She's a butterfly goddess, and she reminds me of transformation. So you could have that energy of your soul being drop dead gorgeous too, as well as your physical nature if you relate to this kind of thing of letting go of certain aspects of self. I feel like some of you are also going through this energy. I'm seeing someone here go through a first house year. So your first house year is basically, I think it's called a perfection year, where in each year of the date of your birthday, you go through a different house year. So in astrology, I hope I'm explaining it correctly. I'm not an astrologer, but like you go through each house, and each house each house represents something different. So the first house is our physical self, our identity, how we come across to the world. The second house is like wealth, things like that. Third house, communication. So each house in astrology represents something different. And I see some of you in your perfection year right now are in your first house year. And if not, it's okay. But I feel like some of you are also, even if you're not relating to that astrology thing, some of you are finding who you are, or like you are like, okay, this aesthetic, I like it. This aesthetic, I don't like anymore. I want to wear red lipstick. Actually, I want to wear pink lipstick. I see someone trying out different styles and aesthetics, or I see someone changing their hair or changing the way they look because they want to find different things that they like. And it's like maybe they're going through changes in who they are, and they're wanting to express themselves in a different way that is more authentic to them. So I see someone doing that and like, doing makeovers on themselves or dressing up in different styles and seeing what they like. So if you resonate with that message, you could be drop dead gorgeous in the things you're trying out, if that makes sense. If it doesn't resonate, it's also okay. You don't have to take the message, but this could also be a future energy I'm picking up. Like I said, I felt a present energy as well as a future energy with you. And then at the back of the deck, we have be spontaneous. So since she is lying in this shell always reminds me of Aphrodite, because if you've ever seen the painting of Aphrodite, she's standing on a shell like this. And Aphrodite is the goddess of love, of beauty, of pleasure, of romance, sensuality, the divine feminine. So some of you could relate to embodying that Venusian energy, which is basically Venus energy, Aphrodite energy. Okay, yeah, I feel like you somehow have this Venusian element to you, this even seductive element too in your physical traits, where it's kind of like, come to me, come to me. And I'm seeing someone in their car and their hair is flowing like the wind in their hair. I don't know why I'm seeing that specific message for someone here. Yeah, like Spirit keeps emphasizing seductiveness to you. Like you have this seductive energy to you that makes you drop dead gorgeous. So Spirit guides on my pile number 2s, may I please look into what makes my pile 2s drop dead gorgeous? And then we have Celestial Alignment card number 41. Some of you could relate to pile number 1 if you were drawn to it. Although you have a seductive energy, you also have a heavenly, cosmic, and celestial energy to you too. So it's like, in those Halloween, I don't know why I keep seeing Halloween messages. Even in pile 1, I saw someone dress up for Halloween or something like that. Or maybe it's just me being excited for Halloween, but like, in Halloween when someone dresses up as an angel, like their best friend dresses up as an angel and then the other best friend dresses up as like a sexy devil. I feel like you have that energy to you where you can be that angel but also the devil, but not like in a bad way, not in energy or anything like that. I'm talking about physical looks, like there is that heavenly energy to you, but then also that really sexy, seductive side to you at the same time, and you can choose which one you want to be. So I'm not saying in terms of your personality or anything like that. I'm saying in terms of looks. Like when I talk about that devil energy, I'm talking about like a sexiness, a seductiveness, but also like a heavenly, celestial vibe. And I'm looking at this woman here and her heart is shining out a pink. So pink is a color of unconditional love, of the higher heart chakra. So I feel like you really connect to that sort of unconditional love. You're very empathetic souls, and that empatheticness can make you drop dead gorgeous because your heart is just shining out in your aura, and it's making you appear so vividly and colorfully to others. It's making you noticed by others, because when our heart is shining out to the world, it creates this magnetic energy around our auric fields where we are attracting the things we want. Maybe that's why I felt that Venusian energy, because Venus is the planet of love. And when we really embody love, we are magnetic to the things we desire. When it comes to money, when it comes to love. But then when we are closed off in our heart, And I'm not saying this to be rude to anyone, but I've seen certain people where they are so beautiful, so attractive, like they're the most gorgeous people ever. I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wish I had their hair, I wish I had their face, or I just like want to shake them and show them how beautiful they are in the mirror, but then they look at others and then they're so jealous, they're so bitter, and like people don't have that same energy towards them as someone that is really in their heart space. And it's not that they're not gorgeous or anything, they're really physically gorgeous, but when our heart becomes bitter or cold, it's like people aren't attracted to us on an energetic level. We sort of actually push people away on an energetic level. So when I talk about physical beauty, you have that, but then you also have that energetic beauty around you that is magnetic, that attracts people in because you are operating on a space of unconditional love, because you are so celestial, because you really connect with this empathy, with this love, with this unconditional love. It's like your aura is just magnetic, and I feel like this empathetic energy you have, you may be considered psychic for some of you. Like, the feeling I get is you can tell when people's vibes are off. You can tell when people have bad intentions towards you. You can tell if someone is speaking about you. And you can tell when the energy is good. I feel like you just know. I feel like some of you are very sensitive to energies, and you kind of have to learn to work with that empathetic gift you have of feeling energies around you. I just all of a sudden felt lightheaded, and I saw I saw a vision of the Bratz movie, not the Bratz movie, but like there is this one movie where I'm trying to think, it's Bratz Fashion Pixies, where she is in that club, right? And they're actually in a fairy circle. I don't know if you've ever heard of fairy circles, but in this movie, they're actually like in a dark fairy circle, and she's feeling like she's wanting to faint. So I just saw a vision of that as I felt dizzy. So I feel like some of you can feel energies, even if it's not known to you physically, like that energy is like not meant for you to be around, but you can feel it on a level where it warns you ahead of time. That was a long vision to explain, but I kind of saw it. And then we have card number 11, Pleasure. This is card number 41. So this Tanit goddess is a goddess of pleasure. In Ibiza, they hold lots of parties where they have lots of fun. I think once a year, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, it's okay. You can correct me, but they have basically like parties for her where they have fun, where they honor that pleasure, where they just drink wine, where they just have a whole lot of fun and music and all of that. So I feel like maybe some of you embody that energy of pleasure, of fun, even if you don't like to party or drink or anything. You know, you could have that energy to you when people are around you. It's like you really enjoy the pleasure of each moment, even if it's seen as a mundane moment, like drinking coffee in the morning. I feel like you're the type of people that really appreciate each moment, even the small moments and the small pleasures of life. And I feel like that's something that makes you drop dead gorgeous, because I feel a very sacral chakra energy from you. And the sacral chakra energy is the energy of our sensuality, of our confidence. Uh, it's that energy, and I feel like you really embody that. It's also an energy of pleasure and that magnetic energy that allows us to attract the things we want. So I feel like you're also very lucky with good juju at the back of the deck, very magnetic. You have master manifestation skills. And when it comes to people, I feel like you manifest very easily when it comes to opportunities, things like that. That could also make you drop dead gorgeous. So, what I feel here, even she is a goddess of stars. So, she shines brightly. She teaches us to shine brightly. So, I feel like some of you could be seen like a star that shines brightly, where everyone notices you. You're seen by others, and that makes you drop dead gorgeous. But I also feel like as you've been letting go of certain things, alchemizing certain things that aren't serving you anymore, and changing certain aspects of how you want your life to be, the painting of your life and what painting you want to create of your life. It's like, I feel like when it comes to people, since you are so empathetic and you do feel the vibes, I feel like in some sense you've learned to protect your heart in a sense. Because you love so deeply, it's like you had to also learn to protect your heart and to discern with people. And I feel like that balance is seen here in the energy of like, okay, I can be kind, I can be loving, I can give everyone love, but at some point I need to protect my heart, because sometimes people take advantage of kindness, and I guess if we don't protect ourselves by setting certain boundaries, I guess that's where the throat chakra energies come in, where I felt that at the beginning of the reading. So, spirit guides of my pile number 2s. What makes my pile 2s drop dead gorgeous? We have Spirit Guides, card number 30, with looking for signs, philosophical discussion, and supervision. Some of you could like to wear dark lipstick like this, or have dark hair like this, like a black hair. Some of you could like to wear something around your head, as we see in this card. Some of you could like to wear lots of colorful things, colorful clothes, as we see in the Celestial Alignment card. Some of you could like to wear things that show off your body, like this card, or in the way you dress, it seems very sensual, even if you're not trying to be. I think clothes just fit you in a perfect way, where it shows and accentuates certain parts of your body. Like, I'm feeling people look at your body and your hips and that area there and feel very attracted to you, feel like you're very sexy. Okay. What makes my pile number 2s drop dead gorgeous? We have the consciousness card, card number 7, with self-awareness, personal realizations, and prejudice. So I feel like an element of your personality is your ability to connect so deeply to the energetic realms, because I feel like you really are seen as like a spirit guide to others on earth, where you somehow just say things that are so intuitive, that is so connected, and you help people gain a deeper sense of awareness of self and who they want to be in this lifetime. And there's something about your voice that is so healing, and the words you say that is so healing, especially to people's sacral chakras. I feel like if you have certain friends around you, some of you are that type of friend that would hype up your friends or make your friends feel good about themselves, like that kind of really motivating energy with the way you speak. Like something about your words being so beautiful, or your voice being so beautiful and drop dead gorgeous. And there is this sort of innocence when it comes to the way you speak, where people can see this genuineness, where people can feel this love from the way you speak. And at the back of the deck, we have well-being with self-preservation, service to spirit, and youthful experience. So I feel like you have been putting yourself in service to others in this lifetime in terms of your spiritual abilities. But also with this energy of the rose here, it is Venus energy. The rose is literally Venus energy. We keep seeing you are a Venusian soul. Okay, so we see it in so many different cards because the rose is an energy of beauty, of love, of romance, of sensuality. You keep coming up as this energy in different cards. And with this card here, I feel like some of you maybe look younger than your age, or you look very healthy with the well-being card at the back of the deck. There's something about you looking like you take care of yourself in terms of your mind, body, and soul. That makes you drop dead gorgeous. So now let's pull some small tarot cards and see what else we can pick up on. And then after that, I'm going to pull actual tarot cards. So some of you have cut your hair short and it's like, I'm hearing badass. And I'm seeing some of you have long hair where people want to touch your hair. And I'm seeing someone here wear makeup and contour their face and your face looks snatched, is what I'm hearing. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like with the Two of Swords in reverse, you don't choose to feel the energy because the moon is right behind it. The moon is like that psychicness. You don't choose to feel the energy, you just feel it. I feel like you just had these gifts because even the High Priestess wants to come out. I feel like you're very psychic, you're very connected to those realms. And I guess people could find that something that makes you drop dead gorgeous, like these gifts you have. We have the Emperor, and what did I say about speaking? We see this person speaking on a mic. And the Emperor to me gives me this vibe of finding your power. We have the Six of Wands. You're also starting to gain great successes in your life. And that is making you drop dead gorgeous, my pile number twos. Because it's like, I choose to create my reality and, you know, paint my reality the way I want it to. And with the Six of Wands, it doesn't just have to be career success. It can also be, you know, you reaching your goals, you doing the things you've always wanted to do. And that gives you this aura of you believing in yourself, you being so successful, that makes you even more drop dead gorgeous. At the back of the deck, we have Miss Universe here. So you are one of a kind because there can only be one Miss Universe. So yeah, I feel that with you. Let's use your tarot cards now. We're using the Muse Tarot. So spirit guides on my pile twos. What makes my pile twos drop dead gorgeous? I feel sort of like I'm in another world in your energy. We have the Devil card starting off the reading, and I felt the seductiveness in the beginning of the reading. I feel it here too. You may also be so drop dead gorgeous that people also get jealous very easily. We have the Muse of Emotion, so the way you feel things so deeply can be inspiring to others. Because it just shows that you can feel things so deeply, you can be so compassionate, you can be so kind, so connected to your heart with the Queen of Cups, this depth to you that makes your heart magical. And it just shows that someone can have those beautiful qualities in their personality, but also be so drop dead gorgeous in their physical aspects. As well as take back their power with the Chariots and realize their power, but also still be a kind soul at the same time. There is that balance and duality here. Look here, we have the Star. You're someone that is a star that shines brightly. That makes you drop dead gorgeous, my pile twos. And we have the Six of Wands again. You're finding your successes. We keep seeing it. We have the Two of Wands, and with this Two of Wands, I feel like people like to stare at you, people like to look at you, and I'm looking at this Queen of Cups card. She has a lot of accessories. Some of you like to wear accessories. I'm looking at her makeup. It looks really good. And this model over here in the Muse of Emotions kind of looks like those 50s characters. I don't know if someone here likes to dress in a way where they dress in different times. Yeah. Also, if you ever wear work attire, something about you looking really good in that. I'm looking at her wear red lipstick here. If some of you like to wear certain types of lipsticks, it could look really drop dead gorgeous on you. And yeah, I'm seeing someone here have a vibe like Ariana Grande. I don't know why. So spirit guides on my pile twos, may I please look into what makes my pile twos drop dead gorgeous? We have the Muse of Materials. I feel like since you have so many Muse cards coming out, you really inspire people. Like, I feel like you could wear something and people would want to look like you. You give me an energy, the Three of Wands, like this type of vibe where you could wear something or dress a certain way or express yourself a certain way, and people will want to find inspiration from it, take certain things from it, and not copy it, but find inspiration from it. And I feel like you just have that type of vibe where you're not trying to be that way, but people naturally just see you that way, even if you don't see yourself that way. It's kind of like Alexa Demie. I don't know if you've seen the Euphoria movie where she wears a certain style that is very unique to her, and now all of a sudden people are wearing clothes like that. Meanwhile, before, there was never a style like that. I feel like you have that energy of being like a muse to others, being like a work of art to others. Some of you could also have model type of looks in your physical beauty, even if you don't see that, because I mean, you came up as Miss Universe. And with the Three of Wands, I feel like when people see you go on your journey and see elements of your personality, that is also inspiring and makes you drop dead gorgeous. At the back of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like a lot of people are definitely attracted to you on this level, on a romantic level. So I think I'm going to leave your reading here in my pile twos. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the positivity card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you drop dead gorgeous. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. We're first going to take a look at your oracle cards, and then after that we're going to pull some tarot cards for you. So I'm seeing you walk around and kind of just have a very focused look wherever you go. Like, I'm seeing someone walk around and be very focused on what they need to do, or someone sit and have like a look on their face that they're thinking very deeply. I feel like you are someone with a very intellectual energy. Like, I'm seeing you be in your head a lot, and that intellectual energy of you looking very focused, of you looking like you're thinking, can be found very attractive and gorgeous to people, because I feel like even when you talk to people, there's some element of like, you don't just say something, you first think about what you're gonna say, and you come across as very intelligent or well educated in the way you speak. That's something I'm hearing for some of you. Even if you don't think yourself that way, people see you that way. So I also feel like you're quite mysterious in some way. Like, when you're walking around and you're just focused on what you need to do, you may not even realize how many people are staring at you, because you're just in your own lane, your own element. So spirit guides of my pile threes, we're using the messages from mermaids oracle. So may I please look into what is drop dead gorgeous about my pile number 3s? We have hope. We have an extra card waiting. I'm not going to include it because I need more space for the other cards, but I'll just keep it in mind. And then at the back of the deck, we have truth. So I feel like you're someone that a lot of people think back to as well, and your depths. I feel like you're a very deep person, and people find that to be a quality that makes you drop dead gorgeous, because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, even people from your past, you're like the one that got away to them, because there is certain elements in your personality that make you you, that make you beautiful, that make you drop dead gorgeous, as well as your physical looks. And I feel that one that got away energy with you, where a lot of people think back to you and think, oh, I wonder how my pal 3s are doing. Even if you weren't in a relationship with them or you weren't friends with them, it's like they remember you, and it's this feeling of, I want to see them again somewhere. I want to bump into them somewhere. Like, you often have people think back to you, and remember your depth, remember that healing energy you have, that supportive energy you have, that positive energy you have, that beautiful smile you have that lights up the whole room. And I feel like you have that sunshine energy to you, where you just bring the whole room sunshine. And there's this feeling of like people just daydreaming about you, people just wanting to see you again. I guess that's what I'm seeing. And you know, when you want to see someone, or like a friend, or like a romantic partner or a crush, it's kind of like they're waiting for your reply, or waiting to see you, waiting the whole time for you, daydreaming about you. I feel like you have that effect on people. And I guess it's because you are so drop dead gorgeous in your looks as well as your personality. I don't know why I'm seeing the sister from Lilo and Stitch, the oldest sister, uh, like, I don't know if she danced in that movie, but I'm seeing her dancing. Even if she didn't, I'm seeing her literally dance. And I don't know if someone here looks like that older sister from Lilo Stitch, or has an energy that is similar to the older sister in Lilo and Stitch. And maybe you dance or something, or people can imagine you dance. Like, even if you have a nice body and you don't like to dance, you know, maybe you have such a nice body that people find drop dead gorgeous, that like they think in their mind, oh, I want to see my pal 3 dance or something. So I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I don't know if someone here likes Hawaii or something like that, because that movie, I love Hawaii. What makes my pal 3s drop dead gorgeous? Okay, we have the Brazen card, and she's literally dancing here. That is a synchronicity. Card number 17. And this woman over here is a very powerful woman that casts spells on people when she shakes her hips. So she has that energy where she almost puts people under a love spell when she shakes her hips, or under a trance, because she's just so attractive. And you know, you don't have to dance or shake your hips or anything, but you could have an energy to you where you almost have so much of this drop dead gorgeous energy in the way that you look, in the way that you appear, in your little movements, just in the way you talk. I'm seeing someone like talk and move their hands, or someone just like twirl their hair, or just certain little things you do that almost put people under trance, that people find so drop dead gorgeous. Your smile, your laughter. It's like you just light up the whole room. And then we have the Harvest card, card number 43. So now let's take a look at your other tarot deck, oracle deck, we have Sacred Lust at the back of the deck. So you also have a very seductive energy too that makes you drop dead gorgeous. I feel like a lot of people like to look at your body and see you have a lot of confidence, and even here she is laughing, and I feel like people find that very beautiful. If some of you have brown hair or dark hair, there's something about that people find drop dead gorgeous, or the way you dress in your fashion style. Some of you like to dress very girly in pink, pretty in pink princesses. That's what I feel for some of you. Of course, this doesn't relate to gender. There can also be some princesses, some princes here, people that just don't identify as people that identify as non-binary, just royalty. And I feel like you give people a lot of hope because you just have this very colorful personality to you. If you're someone that dresses very colorful, or if you're someone that is very authentic to yourself when you dress up or express yourself, there is something about that people find drop dead gorgeous. Because I feel like you just don't care. Like, you're just gonna wear what you want to wear, and I feel that energy. And people find that drop dead gorgeous. So spirit guides on my pile threes, what is drop dead gorgeous about my pile threes? I feel a solar plexus healing. We have Cosmic Wave, card number 9, with new friendships, preparation, and custodians. So I feel a solar plexus healing with you, and there is this feeling of you healing your self-worth, you finding what makes you powerful, you owning your power whenever you walk into a room, and owning what makes you confident. And the more you appear that way, the more you have this energy where you almost put people under this trance-like state where they just want to stare at you more and more and more. Some of you have braids like this, and it's found to be very drop dead gorgeous. Some of you have long flowy hair. Some of you, I feel like you just have this wild side to you too. Like wild and free-spirited. And I think people love that because I feel like some people here even like, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup and dressing up, but some people here like, you don't really care. Like, I'm seeing someone go to the shops in sweatpants and not give a F. And it's like, people still find you drop dead gorgeous. That's something I see. Whereas others of you, like, I'm seeing someone curl their hair and it framed their face really beautifully. Or someone here has like beach waves like this. And I'm looking at this hope card, and she's kind of covering herself. And I feel like in the past you maybe used to be very shy, or maybe you still are, like very shy, like you want to cover yourself to the world. But I feel like you are coming into this energy with the solar plexus healing, where you're believing you're worthy of being seen and appreciated and, you know, complimented, and believe you're worthy of shining to the world. So you're finding that power within you where you are allowing yourself to be seen and admired by others. Some of you like to wear pastel clothes, or I'm seeing Hello Kitty. We have Temple Secrets with secrecy, isolation, observation, ritual magic. I feel like you're that type of person that sits and observes, and you're very, you just have this very mysterious vibe to you where people feel very intrigued by you and they want to know about you. And I guess that makes you even more drop dead gorgeous, because when people have an intrigue towards you, there's a sort of energy where people almost get a little bit obsessed with you, not in a weird way, but like get a little bit obsessive where they want to know more about you. I'm seeing, you know, someone here post a picture on Instagram and someone find you so drop dead gorgeous. It doesn't have to be Instagram, social media or something. And then people find you so drop dead gorgeous that they go look through every post of yours to see who is this person over here. Like, I want to know who this person is. And now in the beginning of the reading, I heard that song, Who's That Girl? La 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 la, something like that. So I think I forgot to mention it. Sometimes I see visions or hear things and then I forget about it. But I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing the cherry blossoms trees. Is someone here from Japan? Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like you're very, in the past, like you were very shy, but now you're learning to show yourself to the world more. And I guess that transition or change is found to be very drop dead gorgeous. I'm seeing someone here like to wear traditional clothes, like to your culture, and that is found to be drop dead gorgeous. We have the soul family card at the back of the deck. So I feel like you have a lot of your soul tribe members maybe see you, and or just people see you in public and feel like so drawn to you, or feel you're so drop dead gorgeous that like they want to claim you as their soulmate. That's the type of energy I feel from you. But I also feel like a lot of people are attracted to you or find you to be someone they want to be friends with. I don't know why, I just heard someone likes to drink Bloody Mary cocktails. Let me pull some small tarot cards now. If someone here likes cocktails, like maybe you look drop dead gorgeous while you're drinking your cocktail, or while you're laughing, while you're having fun, smiling, while you're just letting go, speaking to people. I'm seeing someone speak to someone and like they just like to stare at you while you speak because you're so drop dead gorgeous. So what makes my pile number 3's drop dead gorgeous? We have the Hierophant. You definitely have a seductive energy where people almost like fantasize about you, because this card does look like fantasy. Why would we just have a teacher dressed up like this? So yeah, you definitely have a very seductive energy. Then we have the Three of Cups. I'm looking at this picture and their fashion style looks so on point. Something about your fashion style or the way you do your hair. Maybe some of you are even photogenic, because I'm looking at this as if they are just having like a prom night and taking a photo together. Or some of you have a friendship group where all of you are drop dead gorgeous at the same time. So that's really cute. Or you just have people around you want to be your friend because you're so drop dead gorgeous. We have the Three of Wands. I feel like some of you dress in a way that is very classy, because I'm looking at that. Or if you've ever been to a formal event before, something about you dress to impress, I hear. And then we have the Fool card. So I feel like you have this very adventurous, optimistic side to you where you just see the beauty of life, where you just see the color of life. It's like you spread hope wherever you go. And I feel that energy strongly. I'm looking at her bag here. She has, and I'm seeing someone here like have really nice bags, and people like the bags you wear, or if you wear your hair in a bun like this, or updos, and people find that very attractive. I'm now going to use your tarot deck, the Muse Tarot. Or actually, Spirit is guiding me to another tarot deck. Let me just get it. This is my pile of beautiful butterflies when you're out in public. It's 11:11 on the clock as I say that. And it's the 22nd today. So 11/11/22. But you're my pile of beautiful butterflies that everyone wants to catch and keep. I feel that energy strongly with you. Like, even people from your past, you're definitely the one that got away. You're the one people still speak about even years later. I feel like you have that effect on people. Even if you just met someone for one day, people will have stories about you and just speak about you in that way where they put you on such a high pedestal. So this is the Queer Tarot. Spirit guided me to use this deck instead for you because I feel like you have very vibrant souls. And I feel like you're also very bold in the way that you look, like you're not afraid to stand out. I'm hearing someone here doesn't mind being overdressed. And I think people find that drop dead gorgeous. What about my pile number 3's is drop dead gorgeous? We have the Queen of Swords. Something about your voice, about the way you speak, the words you use. You also have this very head in the clouds, dreamy type of energy to you. And that is found to be drop dead gorgeous, and we see her having braids. Some of you here definitely have braids, and I'm seeing she's wearing like a red lipstick, and her side profile looks very pretty. Some of you look very pretty from the side as well. We have the Page of Cups. I feel a very carefree energy from you, like you don't take life too seriously. And also very eccentric here with this King of Wands. This King of Wands gives me a very eccentric vibe in the way he's dressed. Like you don't mind standing out and just being you and being bold in who you are. We have the Temperance card. I don't know why this Temperance card gives me a kind of 70s vibe. I don't know if someone here likes to dress up in a very, what is the word? Groovy way. Very colorful. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. Someone here has really beautiful nails. But the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands also gives me a vibe of sexiness, of seductiveness, of people being attracted to you. And with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like, you know, you're on people's minds and memories for a long time, even when you're not around anymore. What is making my pile number 3's drop dead gorgeous? We have the Strength card. Some of you give me a bougie, luxurious vibe. Not from the Strength card, but I'm just seeing like a vision of someone wear like a gown or silk pajamas or something about the things you wear or the jewelry you wear or something like that gives you a very luxurious, bougie vibe. Like, it feels like also your home, something about your home being gorgeous as well, like the way you decorate your home. And with the Strength card, I almost feel like people look at you and they have to stay strong because it's like, you know, when you see someone so drop dead gorgeous, you just want to faint. Like, that's the feeling I get from the Strength card. We have the Ten of Wands. And you know what I'm seeing as a vision with the Ten of Wands? You know, in those movies where like someone is carrying something heavy, like let's say they're carrying a glass table, and now here my pile 3 is walking past, la 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 la, looking so gorgeous, and now all of a sudden they look at you for 1 second and they drop this glass table. I guess we're doing a reading on what makes you drop dead gorgeous. You make people very clumsy, is the feeling I get since you're so gorgeous. I'm looking at this person's blue hair here. Does someone here like to, you know, dye their hair different colors or wear wigs and things like that and just dress up? Because something about that looks really good. And I'm seeing, I can't remember her name, but there was a character in Dragon Ball Z with blue hair. Like, I saw a vision of someone looking like that. We have the Queen of Cups. So I also feel like it's your heart that is so beautiful, that compassion you have for others, that positivity you bring to everyone. because there's also elements of your personality coming through here and how deep you love. I'm hearing that song, How Deep Is Your Love, by um I forgot her name, but I'm sure you'll know the song. And I feel like your love is very deep. You just are so compassionate. It's like you give to everyone around you, and you just show people hope in the world because you have a very kind heart and kind spirit. It's like you spread sunshine everywhere, magic everywhere you go. I think this is where I'm going to leave your reading. I think you are so drop dead gorgeous. You're like the sun, everyone notices you. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!